This video will orient you to the eThink test site. So this will be our new Moodle platform. And again, this is just a test site that you'll be able to go into and look at your courses. So log in with your normal BCC username and password. Know that this will all end up looking quite different. It hasn't been branded or designed yet. But we do have this new header area up here, which has the ability to have some drop-down menus so that we can put easy to access resources for students and faculty. This button here will open and close this side menu, so this little drawer button, so you can have more space on the side. If you scroll down here, you'll see your courses. Another way to look at your courses is through the dashboard. So there's this button here, which is also on the side menu, goes to the same place. So your dashboard is where you'll see all of your courses. Some nice functionality here that we didn't have before is the ability to star a course. If it's a course that you always want to see up on the top, you can star it. If for some reason there's a course that you want to hide from your view, you can also hide it. So that's some nice functionality there. When we go into a course, this is where I'd like you to just take a really close look at what your course looks like. For those of you who have been using the Boost theme, this is going to look very, very, very similar, but you'll see that there are some new icons. So the URL icon looks a little bit different. That's a PDF. You'll see slightly different icons for things like assignments. So a new design there. So when you're in your course, you'll access your course settings up here at the top. So if you see this button here, it says Course Management. If you click there, this is going to be what we used to use for the course administration block, right? That was on the side of your screen. But now you'll have all of those settings here. So if you want to look at your course settings, you can go into Edit Course Settings. I'm expanding all. And so one thing you're going to notice is that we no longer have theme options. So again, trying to simplify, but instead what you'll have are course format options. So if you expand this out, you can look at some different course formats. For example, let me open up I'm going to do buttons format. So there's lots of options here. Don't get too overwhelmed with all of this right now, but you're welcome to try and change the course format if you want to see what it would look like. So if I display that, you'll see I have the top section of my course, and then the other sections of my course are going to appear with these buttons. So sort of clicking through that. So just a different way of organizing your course content. I'm going to go back into my course settings, and I'll show you very quickly one other course format, the tiles format. So I'm going to save and display. Okay, so tiles format, and you can actually change this icon for the tiles, but will appear like this. Your course content is all sort of here on one page, but the sections are tiles, and then when you click into one, it will then show you that section. So obviously very, very different functionality there than what many of you might be used to. But the good news is, for those of you who've been using the Boost theme and the Clean theme, and you are more comfortable with the more traditional Moodle setup of having everything on that one page with the different sections, then your default will still be topics, and it will look very similar to what you're used to. For those of you who are using Clean, you'll see that there's also this nice side menu that has the sections over here on the side for that navigation. So another important thing that you're probably looking for, so turn editing on, is this green button right here. So I'm going to click turn editing on. And then you'll see that I get my editing icons, which you are used to, I'm sure. And then same as we have in the past, to add something, you add an activity or resource, and then you have your activities up here on top and your resources down here on the bottom. And I think a lot of this is going to look similar to you. Where Janet and I need your feedback will be anything you see that is missing, anything that seems significantly different. We really want to hear from you and get your input on there. If you want to turn editing off, you can do that right there. So I'm going to stop here because hopefully this has given you an overview of what you're seeing when you log into the test site. And we are always here for more questions and feedback that you have. Thanks.